First up this morning, we bet you didn't know that today, maybe Taco Tuesday, but it's also National Cuban Sandwich Day. Now, don't worry, we've got you covered. We're also about to get a pro lesson on what goes into these amazing sandwiches everybody loves. And here to show us what it's all about is Geo from Geo's Cuban To Go up in Greenwood. Welcome to New Day.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we are so excited because we're always hungry here. So we are making a traditional Cuban sandwich today, right?
That is correct. We're going to do a top sirloin steak, marinated with lime juice, garlic, and the real traditional way to make it
in a skillet.
In a skillet.
I'm really excited.
And
okay.
the most important with the Cuban bread.
The Cuban bread. What's so special about Cuban bread?
It's lard. The lard. Yeah, we're proud to serve our Cuban sandwiches with La Segunda Bakery from Tampa.
From Tampa, Florida?
From Tampa, Florida.
My goodness. All right. Well, let's get started. So the most important thing looks like you need to have a really thinly sliced sirloin.
Right. It's very thin sliced sirloin. We're going to pound it out.
Even pound it out, even though it's already thin?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to do that with the garlic and the fresh lime squeeze juice.
Oh, you just rub that garlic
on there.
Okay.
And then we're going to put the lime juice, salt, pepper, of course.
Okay.
And
you don't marinate it like this? You just do it right before you make the sandwich?
we do usually marinate it before making the sandwich.
Got it. Okay.
But I want to show you how this is the proper way to do the real, how I grew up in Cuba making these sandwiches and seeing all my family making it too.
So you grew up in Cuba. When did you move to the United States?
I've been here for 18 years now.
Oh,
Gonna be on the 4th of July actually. I arrived.
4th of July. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Have you been back?
I have visited my family. Yes, I've been back home. Yeah, they are very proud of me.
Oh, of course they are.
And
how has Seattle responded to you bringing the Cuban flavor here?
Actually, really good.
Oh, good.
You know, Cuban sandwiches are very known in the nation now.
Yeah, we know about it now.
Yeah, but I'm always trying to bring my own taste. You know, what I grew up seeing my uncles, my mom, my dad cooking up. So I picked some tips, and I was like, well, you know what? If I introduce this to my dishes, it'll be a little bit different for everybody, but it's still good and traditional the way that we like it.
I agree. And everyone has their own family recipe that brings that extra special taste, right?
Exactly.
Now, the lime also brings taste, but doesn't it kind of tenderize the meat as well a little bit?
In this case, we want to. It's an interesting question, but it's what brings the flavor with the olive oil and the sauté, medium-high heat.
Okay.
And then we toss the onions. That combination, for some reason, turns out really yummy.
Oh, well, let's get started then.
Let's do that.
So do you do the onions first, or do you put it all in together?
I put the meat first.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to put the olive oil.
All right.
The pan is already
pretty warm.
Yep. It's medium-high. You don't want to put too much oil, but just enough.
A couple tablespoons,
exactly.
maybe.
And then don't forget the salt, pepper.
Okay.
Very important.
So lime, garlic, salt and pepper pounding for the meat. Okay, we got that.
Exactly.
And then with the onions, do you put anything on them, or you just put them in the oil?
Just put it on the oil.
Okay.
Saute first the meat.
Okay.
You want to hear that?
Ooh, yeah, you want to hear that sizzle.
Yeah. And then gently we're going to add the onions.
Oh, with the meat?
With the meat.
Oh, to soak up all that yummy fat
and that
juices.
kick. Yeah, that will be. See the smell of the lime juice?
Oh, I can
smell it. Coming out.
Oh, that smells good.
We're gonna get the tongue.
Okay.
Now we're gonna turn it, and now when we turn the meat, I get some color on the side.
I mean, that cooks quick.
No, that's really quick. And then we start putting the onions in just a minute. Okay. To get them, let's have the meat get some color there.
All right.
Some color.
Get that.
And now we get the onions. Gently add it, and you will taste a real Cuban sandwich.
Okay. Do you want me to cut the bread?
Yes, please.
All right.
You cut the bread, and then we're gonna add some of the garlic homemade sauce.
Oh, that looks
cilantro garlic sauce.
All right, so the onions aren't super soft in the sandwich, right?
They will be a little soft.
But they still have a little crunch.
They will have a little crunch. That's why we add it after we turn the steak.
I see. That makes sense to me now.
Yeah.
So
that's garlic cilantro sauce.
Okay.
Mayonnaise. And yeah.
Just put it on there?
Put it on there, please.
All right. Is this your own secret recipe?
This is our house sauce. Yes.
I'm going to try that.
Garlicky, but not too overpowered. With the cilantro, fresh cilantro. and mayonnaise.
I love mayonnaise. We were just talking about this. What would the world be without mayonnaise? I know one of my producers, she hates it. She just said something in my ear I won't say. But mayonnaise just makes everything
Oh
better.
my goodness, it does.
And then there's lard in this bread. Oh, I'm here 100% for it. I'm being a little
Right.
heavy-handed on this. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add at the end. We're gonna finish it with the spicy sauce. I do. Even though in Cuba it's not, we don't eat jalapenos in Cuba.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
So spicy is not a
it's
huge
not
thing.
a huge thing. There are some dishes that we do spicy, but it's more Caribbean flavors.
Yes.
You see what I mean? But still, I like a little bit of the kick from
Okay.
the spices.
And so,
We're gonna put a little bit more.
oh, you want me on both
too.
sides?
Yes, please.
Okay, I got
Let's
you.
do on the both sides.
I got you.
The steak is almost done.
Okay, I'm gonna be ready for you when it comes. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever realized. Now, I've never been to Cuba. I want to go so badly
You will
and
have
check
so
it
much
out.
fun.
I bet. I mean, there's so many amazing things to see there. I mean, not to mention the medical community. To be honest, I know it's a random thing to say, but when, they are incredible innovators over there. So, okay, I've got the bread ready.
Okay, we're gonna be ready to toss the meat.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Right now, I would like you to put the lettuce after I do the
Yes, sir.
the meat and
Okay.
the sauce.
I got this.
And then you will finish it with the potato strips
On the sandwich?
on the sandwich,
Ooh,
which is
okay,
gonna give it
all
a
right.
kick of the crunchiness.
The key of the crunchiness.
I mean, the bread's already toasted,
but you want it to
but
be
you want
really
to be
crunchy.
and that flavor from the potatoes.
All right, while we finish
it's gonna
the
be
sandwich,
delicious.
tell me what else you have at Geo's.
Well, we have the traditional Tampa classic Cubano sandwich,
Okay.
which is the most popular that we have. One of the
Oh,
most
really?
popular that we have besides
Okay.
the steak sandwich.
That's the one with the pickles?
That was pickles, mustard, ham, cheese,
Okay. I love that.
on Cuban bread and press. Remember, this in Cuba we don't use the press. We
Okay.
go with a
All right.
simple toast bread.
We
So
only have
let's-
about 30 seconds, so we better finish this
let's
baby
go with
up.
the steak,
Okay.
the bottom side.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then we're gonna toss the spicy sauce.
Okay.
Look at that steak. Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
that's beautiful.
Isn't it?
That is
There
gorgeous.
we go. See the onions?
And onions of color
You go-
and flavor.
Exactly. And then don't be shy with the onions.
Okay.
Put onions in there. So that will give you
All right.
extra flavor. Go ahead, let me do the sauce.
You do the sauce.
The spicy sauce.
All right. I'm going to put the
Cajun
lettuce
sauce. Lettuce.
on here. And then you say finish it with the.
You can finish it here with
that?
the
yes.
shrimps.
I'm
You
gonna
can put
put
it
'em
on
there.
top of yeah, there you go.
Stick 'em.
There you go.
All right. I am not going to jump into this right now because I won't be able to say anything for the next 30 seconds. So I'm going to try this, but it smells so good. It looks so good.
Thank
Gio,
you.
thank you so much for taking your time to bring this, to share this with us. We appreciate you,
My
my
pleasure,
friend.
my
Oh, my
pleasure.
goodness.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here.
All right.